Zalavadia, you're saying that Snaparov and Suzilu are actually harassing other people and that they are bullying them. But you never explained to me how they are actually harassing those other people and bullying them. You never explained me how. Explain me how they are actually doing those bad stuff by just creating their own content. That's how. If you think that is actually harassment and bullying, then you actually are even dumber than I would have thought. Because that clearly is not harassment and bullying. They are simply making their own video. They are not forcing anyone to watch their content. It's up to people to decide to watch their content. Up to other people, up to us other people. If they want to watch their content, they can. If they don't watch those videos, then they can not watch. It's not harassment and bullying whatsoever. Overall, you have no leg to stand on, Zalavadia. And how actually Snaparov did steal her username, her YouTube name from a video game, if it's actually allowed to do so. You are actually already being as dumb as to say that Snaparov and Suzilu are actually stealing their names and ages and even hair color and everything from other people. Just how dumb you are, really. Accusing Snaparov and Suzilu on things that they have never done in their entire lives. You are simply pathetic, Zalavadia. You're simply pathetic. And you two Fun Kitten are just absolutely pathetic. And you two Telo Gang are just dumb and pathetic by saying that Snaparov and Suzilu did all those bad things, but never explaining how they did all those bad things. You never explain how actually Suzilu, for example, stole the episode from the episode company. Meanwhile, I all the time was explaining how her anime is completely fair use. How her anime reaction videos are completely fair use. How it's actually different from the original. And it should be different for it to be fair use, so. And it is different, which means it's fair use. That's why Suzilu never got any copyright strikes. That's how. Because she all the freaking time how should I say this? Because she showed every freaking time is actually making sure that she doesn't get those copyright strikes. That her anime reaction videos are completely fair use. Now she's even reacting to Dragon Ball anime. And nobody is actually even saying anything about her reacting to this anime. And no company have actually even sued her so far. Though I think those companies actually knows about her channel and stuff, but they still actually don't do anything because they know. Because they and their lawyers actually knows the Suzilu's anime reaction videos are fair use. Because if they weren't, then not only her those videos would have been taken down, but her whole channel would have been taken down. And if Suzilu and Snaparov are harassing other people and bullying them, then Zalavadia, can you actually elaborate on one question? Why then those two YouTubers are actually so loved and liked by other people on YouTube? Why they are actually so famous? Because bullies and harassers are not famous whatsoever, because people hate bullies and harassers. People don't like such people. Which means that your accusation of Snaparwolf and Suzilu being a bully and harasser are completely nonsensical. Doesn't have any sense. Doesn't hold any sense. And can't be explained in any logical manner. Which means that I'm after all correct, that they haven't done anything bad. They haven't done anything bad whatsoever. And if Snaparov is such a thief, then why nobody is actually saying about her anything? You, Taylor Gang and his friends are only ones who are speaking about it. Nobody else. Of course, including me as well. Nobody else. Because all of other people knows that Snaparov and Suzilu are completely innocent. You completely don't even know what bullying even is. And what harassment even is. I'll show you, Zalavade, what bullying and harassment is. Bullying is repeated behavior that is meant to cause emotional, social, or physical harm. Bullying can be harmful to your mental health, self-esteem, and relationships. People who bully often have low self-esteem. That's what bullying is. Cyberbullying. Cyberbullying is the use of technology to harass, threaten, embarrass, or target another person. Online threats and mean, aggressive or rude text, tweets, posts, or messages all count. Harassment. Aggressive pressure or intimidation. If someone is abusing, insulting, or otherwise harming you on a regular basis, it's called harassment. Cruel and usually really annoying harassment is also legal in some cases. Harassment is a word that describes any kind of ongoing torment. At school, harassment is often known as bullying. Now you understand where you went wrong? No way, actually, Snapper Wolf done all those. Snapper Wolf and Suzilu done all those bad things. You're just simply using words to which meaning you actually don't actually even know. I showed you meaning of those words. For you to finally realize just how utterly, terribly wrong you are. Now for Tell again, once and for all. No, there's no such thing as explanation of what anime stealing even is. So I think that's kind of only made up by those drama channels like Taylor Gang and others. So which means and that means that Taylor Gang also was wronged by actually accusing Suzilon actually stealing an anime. And I'll show you what is doxing. Search for unpublished private or identifying information about a particular individual on the internet, typically with malicious intent. That's what doxing is. Nor ongoing arguments subbotting. Here. Subbots or subscriber bots have become known for generating artificial subscribers, views, and likes for growing YouTube accounts. However, these subbots can often damage a YouTube channel and can even become a dangerous weapon. That's what it is. They use script. YouTube is a growing marketplace ripe of creators. That's what it is. Now you saw what is a subbot. It's subscriber robot. They use script. And they're by themselves. Without the use of other people. Increase your subscriber account. That's what subbotting is. Zalavadia. That's all for now that I wanted actually to tell you. The Empire favored Victory Gold.